Surely you won't be content with just trolling those in dire need. Surely you also see this as a merch-portunity.
Which was photoshopped to read, Trump was right.
Trump was right about almost everything. I wouldn't say he was right about the outfit choice.
Jon Stewart's back, and he's got a bone to pick with the GOP. Remember when they were all about helping folks in need? Well, seems like they've got a new rule book when it comes to California's wildfires. Stewart's not pulling any punches as he calls out the Republican hypocrisy faster than Trump can tweet fake news. You won't believe the excuses they're cooking up. It's like they're trying to roast marshmallows over California's burning forests. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Well folks, it looks like our favorite orange tinted Twitter addict is at it again. While California was burning faster than Trump's legal team can come up with excuses, the former president decided it was the perfect time to share a meme, because nothing says presidential like laughing at a disaster, right?
Appropriate. Thank you, Mr. President. I'd almost forgotten your penchant for casual cruelty. Trump is going to troll. The problem now is Republicans appear to want to attach their I told you so's and dick foolery. Flames! Nice touch on the graphics.
Picture this. As brave firefighters are risking their lives to save homes and people, Trump is probably sitting in his golden tower, wearing his Trump was right about everything hat, which, let's be honest, is probably 2 sizes too small for his ego, giggling at his phone like a schoolboy who just learned a new potty word. The meme in question, a lovely image of the Hollywood sign engulfed in flames with the caption, Trump was right.
As our own president-elect put it,
Trump shared a meme on Truth Social of fires raging behind the Hollywood sign,
as a condition of funding California's disaster relief.
which was photoshopped to read, Trump was right.
Classy move, Donnie. Nothing says, I care about the American people, quite like mocking a state while it's on fire. It's like he's playing disaster bingo and California just hit the jackpot. But let's not act surprised. This is the same guy who thought throwing paper towels at hurricane victims was an appropriate response to a crisis. It's almost as if he has a how to be the worst president ever checklist, and he's determined to tick every box.
Surely you won't be content with just trolling those in dire need. Surely you also see this as a merch-portunity. I guess RFK Jr. Stat. Okay.
New York Post posted these images of President-elect Donald Trump driving a golf cart wearing a Trump was right about everything hat.
Jon Stewart, our favorite political satirist, couldn't let this slide. He pointed out that Trump's behavior isn't just a one-off gaffe, as if Trump ever had those. No, it's setting the tone for the whole GOP response. It's like they're all in a competition to see who can care the least about American citizens in need.
Trump was right about almost everything. I wouldn't say he was right about the outfit choice. Wait, perhaps Trump has reached his highest form. Part man, part golf cart. Rule of thumb, never dress in the same color scheme as the upholstery of your own vehicle.
Stewart, in his usual sarcastic style, mocked Trump's brilliant solutions to the wildfire crisis. Apparently, Trump thinks it's all about forestry management and water, because, you know, if we just rake the forests and sprinkle some water around, wildfires will magically disappear. It's almost as if he thinks California is a giant chia pet that just needs a little TLC. But here's the kicker. This isn't just Trump being Trump. It's a broader GOP strategy. They're not just failing to provide support, they're actively blaming the victims. It's like telling someone whose house just burned down, well, maybe if you'd watered your lawn more, this wouldn't have happened. Real compassionate, guys. Ever notice how some politicians seem to have a weather vane for compassion? When their state's on fire, it's send help now. But when California's burning, suddenly it's not so fast, hippies. What's behind this meteorological miracle of selective sympathy?
And apparently, all cholesterol. Appeal to our better angels. As Archbishop Desmond Tutu once said, we are made for goodness and love and compassion. But of course, all news pales in comparison to what is occurring right now in the state of California.
Well, folks, it looks like the GOP has a new disaster relief playbook, and it's hotter than a California wildfire. Republican senators are now calling for strings attached to California's disaster relief funding. Yeah, you heard that right. They want California to jump through hoops while their homes are still smoldering. It's like asking someone to fill out a job application while their pants are on fire.
A horrifying inferno, whose danger even now has not passed. But even amongst the tragedy and sadness of the human spirit, of man's ability across cultural and political and religious lines in times of crisis, there have been incredible moments of human compassion and kindness, neighbors looking after neighbors.
Jon Stewart, our favorite political bullshit detector, is having none of it. He's pointing out that these same GOP senators who are now playing hardball with California are the first ones to cry for help when their own states are in trouble. It's like they've got a help me screw you policy. When it's their state, it's all send the cavalry. But when it's California, hold up, let's talk about forestry management first. Speaking of forestry management, Stewart's got some choice words for the GOP's brilliant suggestions. Apparently, all California needs to do is manage their forests better and, wait for it, use more water. Wow, why didn't they think of that? It's not like California's been in a drought or anything. Next, they'll be suggesting we fight inflation by printing more money. Stewart's not buying this nonsense. He's calling out the GOP for what this really is, a political game with people's lives and homes as the playing pieces. It's not about genuine concern for policy improvement.
Pouring into GoFundMe from all areas of the world, mainly the tireless and heroic actions of firefighters.
President Volodymyr Zelensky has offered to send 150 Ukrainian first responders to help battle the massive wildfires.
California region, some of them prisoners fighting with incredible bravery and tenacity.
Nope, it's about scoring points against those darned blue states. Because nothing says I care about America like watching part of it burn and saying, well, they should have raked their forests better. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about California. It's about a broader GOP strategy of politicizing human suffering. They're prioritizing their ideological battles over the immediate needs of disaster victims. It's like they're playing political chess while people's houses are turning into literal ashes. Real classy GOP. While some politicians are busy playing the blame game, regular folks are stepping up to the plate like true champions. It's heartwarming to see neighbors helping neighbors and people from all over the world chipping in through platforms like GoFundMe. Makes you wonder if these politicians could learn a thing or two about compassion from their own constituents.
From all over the country, rescue workers from outside the country, rescue workers from Mexico. You want to know how bad it is in California right now? Here's how bad it is. Damn your open borders, Biden!
But hey, we don't have to sit on our hands and wait for the grown-ups in DC to figure it out. We can roll up our sleeves and make a difference too. Donate to organizations providing aid, raise your voice for better disaster relief funding, and most importantly, keep your BS detector on high alert. Remember, the next time you hear a politician spouting nonsense about disaster relief, ask yourself, are they trying to help people or just score political points? Maybe the real disaster we need relief from is this kind of politics. Now that's a wildfire worth putting out.